Well, it's September 12th, and this is Janet McElligott from Los Angeles, California. I didn't expect to be doing a second live today, but in its clear lack of understanding about the conflict in Sudan, the illustrious Quartet has reared its ugly head. So when the Quartet, which is the foreign ministers of United States, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the blessed UAE, the United Arab Emirates, gets together, you can expect stupidity, all right? And the reason I'm saying that is because the US State Department, in its infinite wisdom, has not appointed anybody of any significance to be ambassador in most of Africa. I mean, you look at how the administration has been operating with its ambassadorial ships up until now, and it's a sad commentary on our foreign policy right now. So this recent statement by the Quartet, which is saying, and I'll just go through it point by point to tell you how much, well, you'll get it in a minute. It states that Sudan's sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity are essential for peace and stability. I couldn't agree more. And that is exactly what the Sudanese army, a recognized government entity, is doing. They took Bara. They have pushed the terrorist group, the Rapid Support Forces, out, and they're on their way to free Darfur. And so that first sentence is an excellent start to a document. Then it says, second, there's no viable military solution. Let me tell you something. Wrong again, boys and girls. Washington, pull your head out, because the army has become the viable solution. It is what is creating stability. And if you go and you look at any and all of the videos that come out, you see the Sudanese citizens dancing in the streets. You see the devastation left by the terrorist group that's supported by the United Arab Emirates. You cannot be telling any country this is what you have to do if they're not invited to the table and if they're not consulted for the answers to their own stability. You cannot impose peace on someone. You cannot impose a solution for the fighting if you don't ask the people themselves. And all you have to do is go on TikTok, which, by the way, I recently have done. I now have TikTok and YouTube, but I'm still not very good at them. So, statement number 2 is misinformation. 3, it says all parties to the conflict must facilitate rapid, safe, and unhindered humanitarian access. UAE, Emirates, you might want to tell the RSF this. You might want to tell the Chadians. You might want to tell the Libyans, because the people of Al Fasher and Niala would like nothing more than to stop the murdering, the raping, the pillaging, and the destruction of their homes. And it's not being done by the Sudanese army. It's being done by the terrorist group, the Rapid Support Forces. 4th, it says Sudan's future governance. What is this, a colonial dictatorship we're talking about? The people of Sudan have fought for their freedom. They have fought for their stability, and they have fought for their right to self-determination. As an American, I have no place in telling them what to do. And my government has even less authority to do that. My government has put sanctions on the country of the Sudan. They have put up roadblocks. They have not put up solutions. When we put in money, instead of taking away USAID, instead of taking away American businesses' rights to work there, then maybe the people of Sudan will want to listen to us. Okay? So, you don't get to tell anybody what to do. So to the Sudanese government, because there is a government, it's in Port Sudan and headed back to the capital because they've cleaned the capital of vermin. To the Sudanese government, you can laugh along with me as you read this ridiculous document. Fifth, it says external military support to the conflict parties serves to intensify. Well, la-di-da. I hope that this is a statement directed at Abu Dhabi because that's who's helping. I hope Puntland gets the message and Basara stops being the transit point. Maybe Museveni should read this, and maybe that idiot in Kenya who thinks that his buddy Hamati should have a country needs to read that sentence. And Haftar, you have been nothing but a thorn in the side of the Sudanese. First, you steal 25 metric tons of gold from the Sudanese people in Misrata. And you think that because the UAE has bought and sold you, that you will let them do anything. And then we go to Chad. Chad, did you read that sentence? Because it's certainly not meant for the Sudanese. It's meant for people like you. There is a road for peace, and it is clearing the country of murderers, genocidal maniacs, rapists, and thieves. For people to go home to their houses and find that even the copper has been pulled out of the walls and burned inside the houses. It is insane to see that the garbage collection, the sewage, the water, and the electrical grids have been destroyed. It wasn't the government that did it. It wasn't the army that did it. It was the rapid support forces. So, my message is to the rapid support forces. It's time for you to go. It's past time for you to go. If you hope to live, there'll be no more raping and killing of doctors like Dr. Hanadi. There'll be no more women hanging in trees, hands tied behind her back because she wouldn't allow you to rape her. You will find vengeance if you're still here, because the army's coming and they're not going to pay any attention to this except for the first sentence, and that is the Sudanese people deserve peace. And it's not going to come from the Quartet in Washington, in Abu Dhabi, in Cairo, or Riyadh. It'll come from the army. Thank you.